Hello, hello.
Hello.
We are
Gary.
and Karen from 50 Somethings.
Somethings.
And we haven't come on and talked to you for a little while. Not since Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
When we talked about the problems we had in South Dakota. So we thought we'd come on today and talk about everything that's gone on during our East Coast adventures and where we are now before we continue on with more video content for you guys since you're following us.
Yeah, we've traveled a little over 4,000 miles now. We've covered 15 states.
So far, yes.
So far. And we've had 2 or 3 stops in every state.
If not more.
If not more.
Yes.
It would be nice to be able to see every last person you've ever been friends with, but we've had to work out the best we can who we can see, and of course family comes first on that, but I think we've covered it pretty good.
So on the East Coast, we've had 3 main things that we were trying to accomplish, and that was to see as much of all of our family on the East Coast, which we did accomplish. We were also starting the animals for our trip to Panama, which is a big, lengthy process. We had to get their shots current, and this was juggling a lot of veterinarians. So we've got vets in 3 states coordinating and communicating with each other to get everything ready to legally take the animals across different countries into Panama, which has been quite an adventure. So in Maryland, we had to make 2 different appointments to get the dog and the cats, their shots all current and their rabies. And then we had to coordinate with Tennessee, which we are at now, to get Panda a booster for her lepto shot so that she's fully done. And then when we get to Texas in just a couple more weeks, we will take them to a vet there for their international health certification. So there's a big process because all this has to be timed and everything has to be done within 30 days of us leaving the country. So that was a big production, and I'm still calling the vet in Texas to make sure we have everything right because we have an appointment on the 8th. Which is at that 30-day mark. We kind of need to make sure everything is
we don't want to miss a detail of any kind because it'll be too late once we hit the border and we're missing one piece of paper or something like that. So we're like really making sure every detail is taken care of.
Exactly. So So getting the pets done was a big thing that had to be done starting in the East Coast. Seeing all the friends and family was the second big thing. But the third big thing that really has been stark and really has been hitting home is how hard it is to say goodbye. So it's been wonderful to see everybody, but with every person or group of people that we see, there is this very difficult and emotional goodbye. And we've been seeing so many people that it's like a mini vacation, but it's a long goodbye, and every goodbye gets harder and harder. And as we came into Virginia especially, it became very pronounced and was very emotional for me, saying goodbye to some of our kids, to our grandkids, having to tell myself that it's not really goodbye, it's just a see you later, we'll see you in Panama. But it's very emotional, very hard. Gary got sick during part of our time on the East Coast and missed some time with the grandkids.
That robbed about half of my time to spend with the kids in our campground that we had them camping with us, and they had to leave so they wouldn't get sick. So I missed out on half of that, plus a cookout over at their house, and that was pretty upsetting. But Karen came through and got a really nice surprise for me when we got down to Virginia. She arranged to have the grandkids come down and surprise me and get to spend a little more time with them. So I could really have get to really say goodbye to them. And like she said, that's just been very emotional because you just don't know when you'll see them again.
And so it's just been a stark reminder that this is a big move. This is not something anybody should take on lightly. Make sure you do your research and you're ready for it, because it's hard to say goodbye to everybody,
Yeah,
and it's a
yeah.
big thing.
As much as we want to be prepared, you know, packing and details and all that stuff, you got to be emotionally prepared for this too.
Yes, very much so. And so we kind of wanted to talk to everybody about what that feels like and just how difficult it actually is to say those goodbyes. And there's been a lot of tears shed along the way. And the trip, the more people we say goodbye to and visit, the more emotionally draining it becomes. And now that we are officially finished with the East Coast and we are now officially in the South, the South is the last section of the United States that we are going to visit. And we are only visiting 3 states in the South. That is Tennessee, which we are here presently, Mississippi, and then finally into Texas, where we make our last preparations to leave the country. So that's also significant and emotional for us because we're at the end of this very long road trip that we've been on for a couple of months now. So the time is quickly arriving that we're going to be leaving for Panama, and we're very excited about that. But again, comes the emotions of saying so long to everybody.
Yep.
So we are officially now in Tennessee. And in some ways we're kind of looking forward to being done with the visiting because it is so emotional. Yeah. Not that we don't want to see everybody, we absolutely do, but there's been so much emotion and it's so hard.
Long goodbye.
Yes, very long. And so we're kind of looking forward to getting to Texas where we can take a collective deep breath together and just focus on what we need to do to finalize our preparations for leaving. But we just basically wanted to come on and talk to you a little bit about what it's been like to say goodbye, to get to the South finally, to get the pets ready to go, but also to thank you guys for following along.
Thanks for following along.
We know some of our videos are long and we're still working on getting better for you, but we also like to post little shorts now. And we would really love any feedback that you guys have. If there's anything, if there's anything you want to see more of, if you have questions that you want answered, we're happy to tell you anything that we've experienced or any advice that we can give you if you're planning to do anything similar to what we're doing. Please feel free to reach out to us. We're an open book.
You know, as we're getting a little more high tech, we've got microphones on us now, and we've got a little tripod gimbal thing that will follow us around and track our faces. So we're trying to get a little smoother, and she got to play with it yesterday. We took a little walk and played with her gimbal camera, and it smooths video out pretty nicely. So I think you'll be seeing some
better videos,
some smoothed out stuff, and a few tricks.
Won't be so bouncy when we're walking around now. Hopefully it's better for you watching.
Yep.
I do like my new toy, but it's a little techie, and I've got some learning curve.
So
we're old after all.
Yeah, we just got a break in the weather. We had a hailstorm today, and everything is soaking wet out here. But at least we got a break, and the weather's perfect to do this right now. So
anyway, we do thank you all for following along, and for those that have just joined our channel recently, thank you for coming and joining us. Again, we are 50-somethings. We're going to continue to document our trek all the way to Panama. I'd say we are halfway there at this point. Not much longer. We'll be leaving the country now. We arrive in Texas on September 26th, and that is our last stop for the United States. And we'll spend 3.5 weeks in Texas. We're going to sell our RV, be staying in an Airbnb the last 3.5 weeks.
Yep.
So if anybody wants an RV, we got a deal for you.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Ciao, Bellas.
Ciao, Bella.